Dun, 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 dun. All right, here we go. Back into some good old Obra Dinn. I hope everyone's pumped. I'm pumped. I'm ready. Let's do this. 30 fates solved. Let's see if we could figure out more stuff. I think we ended it on a pretty good note last time. Oh, okay, so let's see. You was clawed by a terrible beast. That one's correct. Burned to death. That is correct. You was shot. That is also correct. Let's see what happened to you. You were killed by that person. Good, good. You were spiked. I don't know who you are though. And you, oh wait, hold on. Oh, is this just one person? I don't know. That should count as two people. Torn apart by a bear, but we don't know who this person is. Should we start guessing? Maybe we should guess this person. This person seems to be kind of like everywhere. Maybe, This person seems like they're from, like, you know, another country. Maybe not an English-speaking one. Like, I'm trying to figure out what those are. I could see them being, like, a Scotland person or something. Like, what am I thinking? Like, kind of Viking-esque. The only problem is I also don't know if I have, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I have, like, two other things that will, trigger. So, alright, I say we keep moving around. Let's see who can we figure out here. You, we know who killed you. Yeah, we know you also, John Davies. I believe we actually finally figured you out. Yeah. You, we're not sure who you were. Although I would assume that you are one of the, what's it called? The midshipmen, right? Maybe you're a topman or one of these shipmates. No. You're definitely like someone a little extra because you are wearing fancy clothing. I thought you were the carpenter's mate, but I actually don't think that's true anymore. So, you know, which we should figure out. Let's go through the crew steward. All right, where is the carpenter? Wilson Smith. 10. Okay, we can't. Okay, here we go. Wilson Smith carpenter was struck by a terrible beast. At least I think this person is the carpenter. Could be somebody else. Let's go. Let's look at all your memories. All right. Let's start from the beginning. This is where you start. Okay, so that is top floor. Oh, hang on, the murder. Okay. Doo-doo.
Hok Seng Lao, you have been found guilty by self-confession of the murder of Nunzio Pasquale.
So you are the person I'm assuming is a carpenter.
As captain of this ship, and by the authority of the East India Company, and thus the Crown of England,
Fourth mates.
to
Does
death
the fourth mate
by
have
firing line.
fourth mate Stewart? Maybe this is Davy Jones.
Mr. Wolf, when you are ready.
Right, sir. Ready, men. Aim. Fire!
Maybe they're I don't know. Were they drowned maybe? Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna go ahead. Well, we had them alive in Africa. Let's leave that for now. So we need to know more about him. Wait, what? I have this guy as a seaman, but I don't... Maybe not? I wonder if these guys are like top men. I think these guys are top men. Let's go unknown top men. Unknown top men. The reason for that is because they're very comfortable with heights and stuff like that, so it would make sense for people that hung around on the top. Hey, look, a monkey. Butcher is correct. Cook is also correct. That's the artist. That's the Bonson's mate. This guy, we don't know what he does, but I think he's like a translator. I want to say he's like a translator, but I don't know. This guy's got some fancy clothes too. So I'm assuming this guy is probably some sort of officer. Oh, that would make this guy an officer too, because he's hanging out with the second mate. Maybe he's the second mate steward? Maybe? And so maybe that would be, who's this guy? This guy is the third mate. Maybe this is the third mate steward. Okay. Starting to put it together. Starting to just deduce more visually as opposed to drowned by a terrible beast. Oh, he was the purser. Okay, third mate Stewart got crushed by a cannon and is alive in Africa. So is he wearing the same? No, he's not. That guy's not wearing the same clothes. Alright, so that's 3 more done. That's the gunner's mate. That's the first mate. That's the... Oh, wait. This guy is almost assuredly a gunner, right? Charge of weapons and military procedures on the ship. Yeah, that would make sense if he was the gunner. Hey Fudge, how's it going? What on earth is this game? This game is called Return of the Obra Dinn. We're pretty much going through a ghost ship and trying to determine how everybody on the crew died. See, here's the crew. Here's the list of everybody on the crew. Their what position they held, where they came from, and how they died or didn't die. So we're trying to just figure this out. This is a game about you're just deducing. It's like a detective game. I'm an insurance person. So I'm trying to just see what happened here so I know how to pay out the insurance. All right. I don't know what this guy is though. I can't tell if he's wearing something nicer. It looks kind of nicer. Not sure what he would be though. We're pretty far in the game at this point, so like I have a lot of stuff kind of figured out, but I have a lot of stuff I still need to figure out, so I'm trying to do it. You know what I mean? Oh, hold up. Did I just see that? I did just see that. Hold on. Uh-huh. Okay. All right. So yeah, it's a ghost ship like this, and then you kind of walk up to bodies and you're like, well, what happened to you? And you see their story. And you try to figure out who they are, what their position is, and how they died. And if somebody killed them, who did it, you know? So I'm just trying to go through right now. Yeah, it is. This game's really neat. It's also extremely hard. Like, I do not have good brain power for this kind of stuff. Oh, hold on. Yeah, let's look at this scene. Okay. So this is the scene with the cow.
Take him to the cockpit. Name wrapped and keep the last right.
Hit her here. One swing. Get through the skull in stone or brain. I'll cut her throat when you've done it.
Here?
Yeah. Come on before she kicks up. You all right there, sir?
Poor cow.
Never been on a farm, Charlie?
Mind your shoes now.
So that's like the for this whole scene, that's like the only context I'm given, right? So I know one person's name is Charlie and that person was puking, right? So if we look at the scene, this guy's clearly puking. So if I go to him, he is Charles, and I already figured this out, right? But like, that's how I figured out. This guy's name is Charles because I went through the manifest and I think there's only one person named Charles, so that kind of made it really easy. And then because I knew his name, I knew what position he held, and then we found out that he burned to death in another scene later on. So then this guy, so I don't know who this guy is, but he was eventually knifed by John Davies, the fourth mate. This guy I have as the butcher, who was spiked by a terrible beast. And then this guy was Peter Milroy, a midshipman, who was blasted by an explosion. So this is the only guy I don't know. Now, if he's killing this cow, like, who kills cows, right? Butchers? Butchers and, like, cooks, right? The only problem is I already know who my butcher is and who my cook is. So it's not one of them people. However, butcher, farmer, hunter, or a cook, yeah, exactly. There's no hunter and there's no farmer on the ship, but there is a butcher and a cook, and we already figured out who those people are. So he can't be any of those. However, because I've been playing for a long time now, I do know that people, the way he's dressed, you see with like the really nice like handkerchief or scarf or whatever and stuff, that he is probably, if I were to guess, he's a midshipman. So let's do that. Let's make him that midshipman, because that's the only midshipman I have left. So the way this game works is once you correctly figure out 3 people, it'll tell you, and they're locked in. But if you only know 1 or 2 people, you don't know until you find another third person, until you like correctly identify a third person. So it's like that might be right, that might be wrong, I won't know. And I just figured out 3 people, so now I have to figure out 3 more people before they tell me. So that could be right, that could be wrong, I don't know, but I get to walk around and figure it out. Let's see. So this guy I already figured out, he's a passenger that ended up burning to death. This guy was another passenger that was spiked by a terrible beast. This is the surgeon. He escaped and he lives in Africa. I guess he escaped to Africa. Let's see what do we got here. So we don't know who this guy is, but we do know that he fell down the stairs to his death. And then this guy, we don't know who he is either, but he was crushed by a terrible beast. And then who's this guy? He is a seaman that succumbed to a tragic illness. All right. So I'm trying to just figure it out. Man, it's complicated. It is very complicated. But, you know, the game kind of like rolls it out. It's not all at once. But yeah, definitely it is very complicated. So, oh, these two sketches, these are two different sketches right here. But these are everybody on the ship. So you can kind of like see everybody, like see all these people right here. I don't know who they are. I do know how a lot of them died, but I don't have names. See, like this guy's the cook. This guy's the butcher. Like those guys we know, but a lot of these people we don't. So I'm just trying to figure it out. A lot of people. It's very cool though. Very cool game. Okay, so I don't know. This guy's in everything. Or I see him a lot anyways. He's in 6 memories. I see him a whole bunch. But anyways, we are here. Why are we here? We're here for a specific person. Hold on. No, we're here because I'm trying to follow a memory. Who do we have? Okay, hold on. Oh, and this is like our little book of information, right? So I have somebody bookmarked. Right. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out something about, because if you look at the manifest crew, I have a lot of these guys figured out, but who I don't have figured out is who the carpenter and carpenter's mate are. So I'm trying to figure those two things out. So what I'm going to do is I'm trying to follow one of them around, or at least one of them that I suspect. So in order to do that, I got them bookmarked. So I already been to this memory. I'm going to go to this memory next. Oh, this is where this guy died. So this guy right here is this guy. So, oh wait. So this memory that we're about to go to is the one where this guy right here dies. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So there's a bunch of levels. There's just one ship. It's one ship, but the ship obviously, like, I mean, it's a big ship. So right here we're in the storage. There's like one more level below this. Right here, see? Yeah, a lot of freaky stuff happened here. We got all the way down here. There's also this area that looks like there's something back here. I can't get there as far as I know, so that doesn't do much for me. But anyways, yeah, there's this bottom level. There's this storage kind of cargo area. A lot of like carpenters and stuff work here. This is the gun area where they have all the cannons and shit. And then obviously we have the top area, which is the top of the ship. See? Beautiful. All right. So we are going here. Where is this? This is on the Orlop deck, which is down here where all the like carpenter stuff is, and it's right there. Okay. So it's actually this one right here, I think. Yep. All right, let's get in his memory. So this guy died here. And the way he died is they dropped this and he got fucked up. This is very bad. So the fun part is, so here's the weird fun part about this game, right? So you look at this scene and it's very obvious. They dropped this going down the stairs. He ended up falling down, smashed his head into that barrel, and then this came up behind him and smacked him in the back of the neck and killed him. But what actually killed him, right? So if you go to him, he can, and then see, you got to kind of like determine how they died from this list. So it's really fun. So did this guy die because when he fell? Did he die when he when he was crushed by the cargo coming up and hitting him in the back? Was he already dead at that point, or was that what killed him? Was he dead by like what is it? I think that might be for that. I think that might be the only ones that would work, but like, which one is it, right? I think I'm gonna change my mind. I had it that he died from the fall because it looked like when he hit that barrel, it like fucked up maybe his head. But I'm gonna switch that to rigging. I think he was crushed by fallen rigging, but I still don't know, or not rigging. Sorry, yeah, cargo, by fallen cargo. But I still don't know who he is. Is kind of the hard part. Who's this guy? Do we already have him? We don't know who he is, but he eventually gets crushed by a terrible beast. This guy, we already know who he is. He's seaman, torn apart by Philip. All right, because he cut off his leg or whatever. So here's the butcher. There's the artist. Let me turn that down just a little bit. Okay, there we go. Okay, here we go. So this guy, I have unknown seaman, but see, here we go. He's holding that hammer and he's coming out of this room. So I'm gonna bet that this guy isn't actually a carpenter. And then this guy also, I have him as a carpenter because they're both in this room doing carpenter business. But who would be, so the question is, so who's the carpenter and who's the carpenter's like mate, right? It's kind of like I gotta kind of determine or guess at some point. The game does say at some point you're gonna have to like guess some of this stuff. You're gonna have to intuit it because all the answers aren't here. Like some of it you're gonna have to kind of like figure out. So with this guy, is he the carpenter or is he the carpenter's mate? And I don't know. This guy looks like he's wearing fancier clothes, kinda, but I don't know. All right, well, let's make him. So, okay, let's see. They'll both be from America, so it's not really going to help us much. Winston Smith and Marcus Gibbs. I'll be honest, this guy looks like a Winston. This guy looks like a Marcus. But I just don't know. Right? So it's a guess. So let's make him the carpenter mate was speared by a terrible beast. And then also, yeah, like, so if you look at the big pictures, right? So this is the guy we're following. Where's the other one? Okay, so Carpenter's standing here. He's standing back there. So I don't know. I'd imagine that the carpenter would probably be standing closer to an execution because he holds a higher rank than he would, right? But that's all just like guesswork, right? Like that's complete nonsense. Yeah. So the thing is, I just figured out 3 people, right? The one guy from before and then these 2. So if those 3 were right, I would have like unlocked it. It would have solidified it. That tells me that those aren't necessarily right. So what I'm gonna do the easy, quick thing is I'm gonna just switch these 2 around. I'll make him the carpenter's mate and make him the carpenter. Nope, nothing changed. So I'm gonna switch them back because I still think I'm right from earlier. But I think it's safe to deduce that both of these guys are carpenters, right? This is the carpenter's room, and they're both coming out of here, and they're both using tools, carpenter tools. All right. So is there anything else that could help me with this? Okay, he also shows up in this scene. This scene is the cargo hold that way down there. Okay, let's go to that one. So you kind of like jump between these scenes, and like we just did right there, try to find clues as best you can. Let's see. We are up here. We got to go down one and to the other side. Let's go down and to the other side. But yeah, okay, who's this? This isn't where we want to go. No. We want to go here? Oh, right here. So this is the one where somebody gets his leg cut off.
Keep pressure here.
Which we already... So this is the captain. Captain. This is the bosun. This is the bosun's mates. Oh. This is the captain steward. However, we don't actually completely know. We don't have all his memories, which is weird. We don't have everything. We don't have his last memory. So it's kind of weird. I need to figure out more about this guy. This guy's strange, like as opposed to like pretty much everybody else I have like a beginning and ending to, but him I don't for some weird reason. Here's the first mates. There's the doctor or surgeon. There's the surgeon's mates. Damn it. Yep. This is the guy that got torn apart. And then we have him as a seaman, but I don't know if that's right. He's kind of wearing nice clothes. So maybe that's wrong.
All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think.
Alright, hold on. So... Oh, and up here there's more. So there's the butcher. There's the artist. Oops. Sometimes it's not as quick as you want it to be. There's the gunner's mates. We don't know who that is. That's a... Well, hold on. Is it? Yeah, that's a seaman. We don't know who this dude is. No idea who this guy is. See, okay, so here we go. There's the carpenter. There's a better look at him. It could be the other way around, I guess. Like, he's wearing nicer clothes. Well, no, that's not... I don't know. I guess it's not nicer clothes. Maybe that's more workman-like clothes, but I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't really tell us much. The third mates. Yeah, it didn't really tell us much. Okay. So let's keep going. Where's the way out of here? Where's the door? It's always a door. There it is. This game's really cool. And it's fun to kind of like work through it because it's an actual like detective game, which is really, really fun, I think. Okay. So what we're going to do, let's go. He was in 4 memories. So let's go to the last one. The last one's on the gun deck right by the stairs. Okay. Is that where we're at? No. Gun deck's one more. I think it's right here somewhere, right? Oh, no. This way. Fun to watch? Well, I'm glad to hear that. And as long as you don't know, like if you haven't played this game, which you said you haven't, as long as you don't know and you have like some ideas and you didn't look them up, I'm willing to hear them. So as long as they're not actual spoilers, right? If you already know the answers. But if you maybe you have some idea, I'm happy to hear it.
What's going on?
Okay, there's the carpenter. Oh, hold on. Okay, these are the carpenter and the carpenter's mate talking. Demon on board, out of the way. Beat to quarters. Enemy aboard. What's going on? Stay back. It's already done for Nick. Come on, boss. Get down. No. Oh, hold on. Come on, boss. No, get down. Hey, catch. Oh. So it's these two talking. And the one with the X is the person that died in this memory. And that's this guy. So he died. So if he's calling him boss, then there we go. That's the clue we need. he is the mate. That's the actual carpenter. Let's make that change right now. There we go. See, I missed that last time. And he is the carpenter's mate. All right. And very clearly he got spiked. This is where he dies. And he got spiked by a beast. This beast shoots out spikes. He was spiked by a terrible beast. Okay, so we got that right. Okay. So now what we got to do is we got to figure out what happened to him to make sure that we're right. That's the fourth mate. That's a traitor. He ends up like... Okay, so he ended up living in Africa. He ended up getting killed. Excuse me. Hold on. Anything to see back here? Nope. Okay, so that was a big hint that I missed last time. So this guy ended up drowning. Okay, and that's it for people. Okay, cool. So if this is his last, let's go to him. And let's bookmark his memories. Okay. So, and then if we go to him, okay, so he shows up here. Where does he show up next? Here, which we don't really need to see this. I just want to make sure I got his death correct. So we got to go here. Today's monster perished simultaneously with a brave but unfortunate soul. All right, let's go check this out really quick. So that is the cargo hold all the way on the bottom, the Bonson store all the way here. Okay. Where's my door out? Oh boy. Yeah, a lot of bad stuff happened on this boat. It's fun because like they reveal it backwards, so you see the aftermath of everything, and then you kind of like go back in time to like figure out like, okay, how did things get to this point? Which is a really fun thing to do. Looks like you got spiked too. Yes, agreed. But we're just gonna go verify. Because again, if I can get two people, like we know two people completely correct, then the next one that we get correct that we're probably going to be guessing on will be revealed to be true or not. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm on the wrong side of the ship. Okay, well. So it looks like he was being stabbed by this monster, and then he took his gun and shot up at this thing. So how did he die exactly? So he's got a spear, this like thing down the center right here, that's a spear that these guys carry. He got speared, but he also got stabbed by the arms. All right, let's see. Maybe there's a better... Was speared. Okay, is there maybe a better... Struck by hooves, tail, or wing? No, he wasn't torn apart. At least I don't think so, right? Like, nah, he's complete. It looks like he got speared, but I just want to... So he got axe, burned, clawed? No, because he did these things do have claws, but his claws are right here. He didn't get clawed. Okay. Clubbed. No, he didn't. No, he didn't get crushed. Definitely not. His head's still there. He didn't drown. He didn't get eaten, electrocuted. He didn't die of old age. He didn't explode. He did fall, but that's not what killed him. Illness, killed by sword. Knifed? No. Poisoned. He wasn't shot. He was speared or spiked, but I think spikes are specifically these little like spikes that they shoot out, so it must be speared. Okay, so I say he's correct. I think we got that completely right. Multiple stab wounds by the beast. Yeah. But it's like stabbing isn't an actual thing. Like, it would just be either speared, spiked, or knifed, or killed by a sword, right? That's how they interpret it. There's no stabbing, so speared would be the closest, because again, he's got this huge spear going down through him. Okay. Who are you? We don't know who you are. But see, he's wearing that, like, he's wearing like a nice thing around him, so he's definitely a higher rank. He's definitely not no basic guy, so I still don't know who he is. I thought maybe he'd be a midshipman, but that doesn't really seem like I did that, and that didn't seem to. Yeah, that didn't trigger anything. So I don't know. Maybe he's a topman. I haven't really figured out any topmen, so I'm not really sure how they look very well. But he looks kind of more official. Who has the age as well? He doesn't look young. No, that's not the age. That's the so this isn't the full list of all the names. These are just the list of people left over that we haven't confirmed. This is like their number on the crew manifest, pretty much. No, yeah, it's their like crew manifest number. And then this guy, I still don't know who the fuck he is. He's got these weird tattoos and stuff. So, but I'm unsure. Like, I'm trying to, like, who would have stuff like that? Would it be somebody from India? Somebody from Wales? Persia, Scotland? New Guinea? India, Sierra Leone? Like, I don't know. I'd say seaman, but where from? Maybe, yeah, I don't know. I've tried, like, all this. Like, I've tried this one. Nope, that didn't trigger nothing. Maybe he's from India. No. Like, I have no idea. This guy shows up a whole lot, too. That's kind of the crazy part. Russia? Nope, wasn't any other Russians. Let's see, maybe he's a topman. Nope. So I feel like we know that 2 of them are correct. Oh, figured it out. Awesome. Yep, that was it. It was New Guinea, I think. Maba, which I've guessed before, but I guess when I did, I never had all 3, so it didn't trigger. He was from Maba was from. See, this is the whole list. This is the full list, but we figured out a lot of these people. Yeah, New Guinea. So he's a topman. Okay. Okay, well, that's good. We figured that out. So this guy is not correct, because if he was, this would have triggered for him. So he's either not a midshipman or he didn't drown by a terrible beast. I don't remember how I came to that conclusion, so. Okay, but this is correct now. Like, this is locked in. Yeah, this is locked in. So we got the carpenter, and we got the carpenter's mate. Yep. Okay, so those are good. Okay. So this guy, I have no idea, but it's definitely not what he is. Let's, should we figure out? Okay. Let's see. Let's see how he died specifically. He's in 11 memories, but his last one was in Doom. Was drowned. Okay, so here okay, so this guy, we don't specifically see him die. Because in this, like, disappearance section right here, these are people that aren't like, excuse me, specifically like spelled out. 7 wayward souls disappeared during the events of this chapter. Their fates are cataloged here. Okay. So let's bookmark his memories and see what we can find. So if we go to the last one, where he died in the Doom, right here. So let's go there. That's the top floor. Okay. Let's get out of here. With the power of deduction. Alright, we're doing this one. This one's a little brutal. So he gets torn apart by a squid. Alright, so we're looking for our boy. I think he might be one of these people. I can't, like, they're too far away for me to know. But if we go back a chapter or two, we can see them. Alright, hold on. Nope. 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 Yeah, so he's supposedly in this scene somewhere. He's supposed to be in the scene somewhere, but he's not here, which leads me to believe that that's him over there, one of these people over there. And if he is, I know I have confirmed that at least one of those people that are in that boat died of drowning, so I assume that all 3 of those guys died from the same thing. So that's kind of how I came to that conclusion. All right, let's get out of here. And then the next one that he was in was this one, right? Should be right here. So this, there he is, right there.
Bloody day. How's that?
There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
Before I forget, you killed my brother. What? That was an accident. No ropes.
It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing.
Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long.
No, don't.
Yeah. So this is where this guy dies. He gets clubbed by him because he fucked up with the ropes, and because of that his brother died, so now he's taking it out on him. But it's just these 3 guys right here. Him, and him. Yep. So that's why I think he was drowned by a terrible beast. Now he's wearing fancy clothes, so I assume that he was midshipman, because all the midshipmen kind of wear fancy clothes. But it didn't seem to trigger, so he's got to be something else. Maybe he was a topman. I don't know. It's like I'm not really sure who this guy is kind of the issue. He might be a second mate or a first mate, maybe. But in this picture, he's over here playing craps with a bunch of dudes that are definitely more lower collar workers. Maybe these are all top men. Maybe that's what I'm missing. Maybe these guys are all top men. So if they are, who could they be? Alright, well, let's do the obvious, right? This guy looks like he's a darker in skin color than the rest of them. So if he is, he would be maybe from, I don't know if Persia is the right answer, but I don't know. Like, that's the thing. I have no idea who this guy is. He's wearing those these things. That's what a lot of the midshipmen wear, that shit, though. That's why I thought he was maybe a midshipman. There's only one midshipman left. Thomas Link from England. So it's kind of unknown. I don't think I'm gonna be able to figure this out. Not yet. Let's see if we can find somebody else. I think this guy we figured out completely. Oh no. We don't know who he is. He's an unknown top man is what I put earlier. I would assume based on the way he looks that he's one of the Chinese top men. Which one? I have no fucking clue. You know what I could do? I could... I could kind of just take some shots in the dark here, right? So... This guy kind of has similar clothes. He might be a topman also. But I don't know how he died. Disappeared in the Doom. Oh, he's one of these guys that kind of just disappears. Maybe I should follow where he is. See if I can find out more. More about him. Let's bookmark his stuff. Oh wait. Oh yeah, actually, hold on. So he first shows up here. Overlapped at Bitter Cold. Orlap deck, okay. Bitter Cold Orlap deck. This is the one where somebody was sick. Okay, so that's this guy. Solomon Said, he succumbed to tragic illness. This is, I think, the guy that was talking to him. Yep, succumbed to tragic illness. Or no, maybe this guy was the one that was talking to him. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Solomon Said. Let me check something. Crew. Solomon. He was from India. Okay, he's from India. So if he's from, he was also from India. So then this guy is probably also from India. And if he is, he's either a ship's steward, which if he's down here, probably not. Especially around the sick people. So he's either, I would assume he'd be one of these two guys. Alright, that didn't trigger nothing. That didn't trigger nothing either. Okay. That's good to have there. This guy we don't know. We still don't know who he is. But he's everywhere. Maybe he's the ship steward. Hold on. I'm gonna go with him being ship steward because he seems to be every fucking where. Let me check. All right, let's test. No. These guys are, at least 2 of them are Russian, but there's 3 Russian guys. So if I were to guess, all 3 of them are probably Russians. He was shot by a gun from unknown. He was drowned by a beast. Patrick O'Hannigan, Ireland. Huh. He was drowned by a terrible beast. So 2 of these guys at least are Russian. This guy said he might be Irish. But you know what? Oh, hold on. There is a memory that says specifically O'Hagan, can you still row? And I think he was one of the few people left alive. So I think I assumed that he was O'Hagan. However, that was a long time ago. And if he was O'Hagan, that would have triggered forever ago. So maybe he's not O'Hagan. He was shot by somebody, but I don't know by whom. I might know now. That was a long time ago when I made that assumption. So I tried earlier to figure out which one of these guys is cheating, but I haven't been able to like find a clue as to which one of them might be cheating. Man, this game would drive me nuts. You know, it's fun. It's like, I like deducing things, right? And sometimes like things just click, and when they click, you're like, oh yeah. But yeah, I can't tell which one of these guys would supposedly be cheating. He's got 2 cards right there and a 3rd right there. He's got 3 cards and he's got 3 cards. I'm trying to see if there's like maybe like some subtle hint to this stuff, but I'm not seeing it. And I'm not seeing like any cards. It's cool to watch you figure it out and end up with notepads over trying to remember. Yeah, I should probably be using notepads too, but the game does kind of like help like give you information, and also it's pretty easy to go between scenes if you need to. But yeah, a notepad would definitely be helpful. Just trying to see, like, one of them called the other one a cheater. It's obviously to do with this. But I'm not seeing any obvious signs of cheating. Like, I'm trying to look at the cuffs, see if maybe they have a card sticking out of the cuff or something. Something on their lamps. On the floor, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't see anything. So maybe there isn't a... Maybe that's not a hint. It is a hint that at least 2 of these guys are Russian. And potentially a 3rd one. Which, if that's the case, and if I know how they die, then you can kind of like do some deduction. There's still two Indian. There's some dead people already. A lot of dead people at this point. Just kind of floating. Or not floating, but hanging. Okay. This guy is everywhere. He also has that little fancy hat. He does look a little like from the Asian area, so I'm gonna go with the ship's steward from India. Because I don't know, like, what else this guy could be. Like, I don't have a lot of, like higher positions left, right? I don't think he's from Sweden or Wales or Ireland. But it would make sense that he'd be down here. If he was a steward, right? Because doesn't the steward just kind of... Let's see, glossary. Servant to the officer, a higher rated crew member performing general duties for the comfort of their employer. Maybe not then. I don't know. It just looks like he has nicer clothes and stuff. The steward would be around the higher rank. Yeah, you're right. I just feel like maybe he's the fourth Indian guy, right? Like maybe I got it wrong. Maybe he didn't actually. Maybe he's just the fourth Indian guy. He's just wearing a hat because he just wants to. Because usually a lot of the times, like what they wear kind of indicates their position and stuff too, but not always. So they're very smart about, like, sometimes, but not all. Like, for example, here's the captain. He's got the big captain hat, right? Well, all his mates also have those special hats, and like his first mate also has like a hat like he does, but like it doesn't have the button or whatever that the captain has. So that's first mate, and then you have the third mate, second mate, and then fourth mate down here. They all wear those hats. So it's kind of how I kind of like, you kind of can deduce some of this stuff. So if someone's wearing a hat, that tells me that they're probably somebody special, but I could be overthinking it. It's entirely possible. If that's the case, then I should be able to just... Hold on. Where are we? What's the scene? This is not the escape. This is not the bargain, not the doom, not the soldiers at sea, unholy captives, the calling, murder. Oh, bitter cold. I think it was the bitter cold. Yeah, right here. Yeah. So this is where he died. What did they say? Stop your cheating, worry about yourself, and then say you'd get up, drink something. Okay. So maybe this guy is actually saying that. Maybe I just like wasn't interpreting this very good. If that's the case, and he's also from India, then no. Okay. Let's switch this around with Abraham. Let's make him William. Yes, we've already confirmed that the guy in the hammock, this guy, is Solomon. He's from India also. He succumbed to a tragic illness. We've confirmed that one. And then this guy, he's also from India. He also succumbed to tragic illness. We were able to confirm those two. Hey, Mr. Mugo. Gambling? What do you mean gambling? Oh, these guys? Oh, it's fun. Look, when you're surrounded by the dead bodies of your other crewmates, sometimes maybe the only thing to do is to gamble. Yeah, but at least two of these guys are Russians. There's 3 Russians on the ship, so it'd be safe to assume that the third one is also Russian, but however, this guy, I have him pegged as Patrick O'Hagan from Ireland, from some other scene, so I might not... yeah, gotta do something when you're on a ship that's... people are just dying left and right on. Yeah. I guess maybe these guys are sleeping? Maybe they're sleeping, I don't know. People definitely die, though. These guys might be sleeping, I don't know. But, okay. So if we determine that all 4 of the Indians are right here, all 4 of the seamen Indians are here, then sure. So we should probably figure out what happened with the captain's tour. I should probably do more research into this guy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we really. So okay, hold on. If this guy's Russian, no, hold on. This guy's Russian, and the other guys are right. Then let me. This should. Oh. If the other guys are right. Oh. Okay. That didn't trigger nothing. Let me try one more thing. Let's switch these guys around. Do a little bit of guesswork here. Okay, nothing. Oh. There it is. Getting faster. Starting to narrow down names. Okay. Okay. So this guy's a Russian. Oh wait, no, we don't know. This guy's definitely a Russian though. Okay. We gotta find out who his attacker is. So let's go to bookmark his memories. Let's go to his... He died in Escape Part 3. Let's go look at this. Oh, hold on. We might be... Okay, so he got shot, I think, by a lady. And I think at this point we know who that lady is. So let's go check that out. Because if we do know who that is, then we can put a name to his attacker. Which will help us get closer to where we need to get. Dun, 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 dun. Right here, if I remember correctly. Oh. Yep.
Let them go.
Yeah, so these guys are trying to escape. I think they do end up making it to Africa. I think we confirmed all these people making it to Africa. Except this guy. I don't think I've figured out what he is yet, but they've made it. So there he is. So he was shot by... We should have a confirmed... Yes, Emily Jackson. Alright, hold on. That's good. Was killed by Emily Jackson. There we go. But we still don't know his name. But that's good. At least we got something there. That's Emily Jackson. That's the surgeon. And then there's a lady down here. All the way down there. That's Miss Jane Bird. And this guy... Oh, no, he didn't make it off too. He's Davy James. Made it. He's in Africa. So I guess he left with them too. Okay. And that's the captain right there. This weirdo. I don't know who the fuck he is, though. So he was clubbed by the captain later on. Huh. You know what? I'm gonna assume he's a topman. Why? Because he's very, like, look at him, like, climbing around and stuff. The guys on top, the guys that are topmen that are up here, are the ones that are, like, running around all this crazy nonsense. So I'm gonna assume that this guy is a topman. Which one? No idea. I'm gonna go with him being a topman for now. Okay. Oh, right. I remember this scene. Oh, okay, hold on. I used to think he was the carpenter's mate a while back, but I was able to figure that out, that that's not the case. So this guy, the fourth mate, and I forgot who he is. The bosun? No, the gunner's mate. They were talking about a mutiny, and this guy overheard And he started screaming mutiny, and then they came out, started coming in, and ended up stabbing him. Ended up killing him. Who is this guy then? So he's wearing the nice like stuff too. So I want to say that he would probably also be potentially a midshipman. But I don't know. I don't know what else he could be. Maybe a steward? Because I still have the captain steward, first mate steward, and second mate steward. It's marked off because I have that assigned to somebody, but those people haven't been confirmed, so I can still use it. But that's why it's marked off. But yeah, maybe he was a midshipman. I'm gonna keep that. I feel okay about that, because if you look at the other midshipmen, they're also wearing very similar clothes. Especially they have the excuse me, they have the like that little tail thing, this thing right here. It's kind of hard to see, but they have like the coats with the tails in the back, you know what I mean? You can see the outline of it right there a little bit. They all had that. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that he's also a midshipman. And they all had the what's it called? The thing on their neck. Okay. So this guy, we've already confirmed him. Yeah, we have him confirmed. We have him confirmed. Him, no. The little neckerchief, yeah. Or like, fuck, man, why can't I just said it like 20 minutes ago. Okay, that one we got confirmed. This guy we got confirmed. Those are the first mate, second, or the first mate, and, this guy we don't know. That's the captain. Scarf, yeah, thank you. Jeez. Sometimes brain don't work very well. First mates. Oh, okay, hold on. We don't have him confirmed yet. Interesting. We don't know who this guy is. But he was the guy playing... he was the one gambling. So he might be a Russian. This guy, though... So he's not the first mate steward. Oh, killed by an unknown attacker. That's why we haven't been able to confirm. We know he killed him, but we don't know his name yet. So that kind of makes that difficult. Although if we do guess, so if we're able to, if this guy right here, or no, not him, the guy that we identified down there, the midshipman, is correct, and we're able to kind of guess between these two, if we can guess his name and then put his name there, that'll be enough for 3. So that'll actually bump it off. So I guess we could do a little bit of guessing here. So if we're gonna go ahead and guess that he's a Russian, let's do this. Leonid Volkov. And then he was killed by Leonid Volkov. Where is it? There it is. Okay, not it. Alright, let's make him Alexei Torpov. Oop, nope. Alexei Torpov. Nope, that ain't it either. Oh, those are the only 2 Russian guys. Huh. So yeah, something ain't right. Something don't add up. This could be wrong. He couldn't, maybe he's not the first mate steward. I don't remember how I came to that conclusion, but I definitely, oh yeah, he's standing around here with the other mates, right? So, oh, you know, looking at it, these guys are all wearing the same clothes. We have confirmed he is the third mate steward. So if, like, the mate stewards are all wearing that kind of same clothes, we can deduce that these guys are also all stewards, right? Because nobody else has clothes like that. And nobody else is really wearing clothes like that. They all look like stewards to me, which ones, yeah. Just which one's which. Which, again, so let's see. I have him shot. I have this guy killed by sword. All right. This is the guy that we're looking at right now. This guy got spiked and this guy got crushed. So if we can guess these two, it's entirely possible that they're just the wrong... Well, hold on. What kind of steward do I have left? Ship steward. So it's either he's either going to be the ship steward, the captain steward, the first mate steward, or the second mate steward. The reason I don't think he's the captain steward is because one of the other memories is the captain yelling at somebody about knowing, because this guy cut off another person's leg because he feared there's some sort of beast within him. And the captain was down there screaming at him, being like, if I didn't know you for 20 years and you weren't my best steward or something like the way he talked to him made him seem like he's known him for a long time and he's the steward for the captain. So that kind of like, kind of makes it. So what I'm going to do is keep that there. So we're going to eliminate captain steward. So this guy's either a ship steward, a first mate steward, or a second mate steward. Let's do this. Okay, that didn't do anything. Let's go to the beginning. Could do a little bit of okay. All right, so how are we gonna do this? This guy's confirmed. So these are the two we're gonna. Stewards look Indian. Like this guy looks. I don't know. Is that Asian? It's kind of, well, Indian is Asian too, right? Like India is part of that Asian. So maybe he is just ship steward. Nope. Oh, what's going on? I don't want to do that. There we go. And that would make him maybe second. Oh, nope. Okay. Let's make him the third, or the first. Does that make a change? Nope. Alright, so instead of him being the ship steward, let's make him first steward. And make him ship steward. Nope. Let's make him... wait, hold on. Keep him constant. This is the guy that we need to change. Make him second. Nope. So that's not it. So let's make him second. Let's make him ship. Oh. Let's make him first. Now, I don't know, actually, with the ship steward, the high-ranking officials have their own stewards, so the ship steward is probably totally different. Yeah, entirely possible, but there's not many options anyways, so it's not much to like flip through them anyways. But yeah. But yeah, that didn't seem to work. None of that seemed to work. So either... So I feel like that one guy down below deck that we said was the midshipman, like either that's completely wrong or there's something wrong with these guys. Hover over the stewards again. This guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. This guy's confirmed. We know for a fact that this person is the third mate steward. The reason we're not messing with this guy is because he was killed by the one on the top is Indian. He could be. Maybe, yeah. The ship steward. Because that would have to be the ship steward. I'm trying to see, like, all right, who are all the fancy looking people and who don't we have confirmed as a person yet? So this guy we don't know who this guy is. But he's wearing some, like, fancy clothes. And he's kind of hanging out with the rest of these fancy people, right? So... Also, the other reason I think he's a midshipman is because he's hanging out with the other midshipmen during this execution. People like to, click You know what I mean? So that's why I'm kind of like making some, I would say, educated assumptions or guesses, right? Like, but who knows? Um, Maybe this is, I'm trying to figure out who the ship's steward can be, though. It wouldn't be anybody shooting this gun. Maybe this guy isn't a topman? So these guys are prisoners, kind of, and they're crying. Well, they're not really prisoners. They ended up being prisoners. Like, the only other fancy people here, the only fancy people, it could be this guy, or it could be him when it comes to being the ship's steward. But this guy's from India. I think you already got the ship's steward right with the guy on the top. So you don't think it might be this guy? The top steward looking dude for sure. So that still leaves this guy. You guys definitely Indian, you think so? Okay. It's kind of hard, like, this art style makes, it's kind of cool because this art style doesn't make things super obvious. Like, it does kind of obfuscate some of that stuff, so it's not necessarily like super easy to tell sometimes.
Last one. Move quick.
You'll not take the last one.
Right, I forgot about that. She says, Paul, look out. And she's reaching out towards this guy. So that's, I think, how I came to this conclusion, that this guy's name is Paul. And Paul is the first ship's steward. And he was killed by a sword, and then we don't know this guy's name. Took a few good looks, yeah. So that's why I think his name is Paul, because I don't know how she'd be calling out to. Because we know that's not the Paul, because he's the surgeon. That's a lady. And this guy, we already know who he is, too. That's Davy. So the only person that it could be Paul would either be this guy or this guy. But this guy was trying to help them escape, because remember, she ends up, next scene, she shoots him. So she wouldn't be like, oh, hey, you bad person, look out, my friend's trying to kill you, right? Like, she'd be like, hey, watch out, this crazy guy's coming at you, buddy. Right? So, and then that's the captain. So this guy has to be Paul. This is the only way I can see it. Calling off a part that she then shoot him. Yeah, exactly. So this guy's Paul. Right, that's how I came to this conclusion. I wish I could kind of like lock in myself. Just so, like, you know, next time I'm looking at this, I'm like, I don't remember why I called him Paul. So we need to figure out this guy's name. But if he's, okay, so this is definitely the first steward. So then, and that's the third. So, hold on. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the only way I could see this being right. Unless these are switched. These could be switched, right? Technically, I guess. Have you figured out the guy being hung yet? Yeah, that guy being hung is this guy. Or no, this guy right here. He was hung because, what did he do? Forgot what he did. He did something, and he got hung for. Oh, he got set up. He got set up by another person for murdering a person. So they assumed it was him and killed him. But he was innocent. Poor guy. Yeah. So if this is correct, so we got to figure out the name of this guy. So he's all right. Who's he gambling with? It's him, this guy, which we know is a Russian, and this guy, Samuel Peters. And then this is his brother, Nathan Peters. Yeah, I don't think he's a Russian. Gotta go through all the memories he's in, I guess. Yeah, maybe. The hairy Russian looking guy. This guy? Yeah, we could. Well, let's look at him really quick. He's in 11 memories. Oh, we actually had him bookmarked. Okay. So, his last memory was the one he got shot in. The other one's the one that we're currently in where he stabs the guy. The next memory he's in is this one, where I believe he's just helping them shoot. So I don't think we're going to learn anything there. We could check out here, I guess. The Doom. That's, right there. That's on the gun deck. Okay. See if we can learn more about him. He was over here with the guy being crushed. The guy being crushed was right here. Yeah, it was one of these two guys. He's also in this one too, but hold on. It's this guy. Oh, he's also in this one too, but that's not it. Where's the other one? Wait, hold on. Right here. Oh. Oh, maybe it's this one? Yeah.
Sir, loose cannon!
This guy had a bad time. Yeah. So that's the third mate. That's the third mate, Stuart. And he was like, sir, it's still kneeling over. And then here's this guy. Yeah, this is our dude. Who's he trying to help right here? The gunner. Okay. Wait, no. Is it the gunner? Wait. Oh, actually, I guess we don't have that confirmed. But I don't know what else this guy... How could he not be the gunner? We'll get to that later. What's he got in his hand? So this thing, that's how they load cannons. They use that to, like, pipe things through. Okay. Yeah, nothing really... Oh, hold on. We might know this. Hold on. We're gonna take a quick detour right here. So he's a gunner? Not necessarily. At this point in the Doom, things are going very bad. So, like, it's kind of all hands on deck. A cannon goes off inside. So you only see one person here. There used to be two people right here. One of them got like shredded by this cannonball that goes off. This cannon that goes off right in here. So hold on. But this guy got killed by whoever lit the fuse. Who lit the fuse? I think it was this guy. I think it was this guy that lit the fuse. Hold on, let's go back one more. So he got crushed because the squid took its tentacle inside. See? Yeah. So you can see one of these guys, probably him, just completely shreds. He was crushed by, no, hold on. So this is, I guess I had him as the gunner. Was blasted by a cannon by an unknown seaman. All right, hold on. So this guy I think this guy had the fuse. And we confirmed him as Abraham Akbar. So hold on. If I do this... Abraham Akbar. Oh, there he is. Okay. I think that's a safe bet. So I don't know who else would have done it. These guys are on this side lighting shit. I don't see anybody else that could have lit this up. So I'm assuming it was him. That makes sense. Okay. So the reason I think he's a gunner is because you see him during when they shot the prisoner, or when they shot this guy, he was the one that like was like the fire, right? And a gunner, if you go to the glossary, gunner, military officer in charge of weapons and military procedures on the ship. An execution would be a military procedure in this case. So it would make sense that he is the gunner if he's the one doing like the aim, fire, you know, kind of shit. So that's why I came to that conclusion. Also, he's very fancy. He's wearing very nice clothes, got the hat. And again, he's literally telling these guys to shoot. Did it by accident while being crushed. Yeah, exactly. Well, like they lit it. As soon as they lit it, the thing came through and grabbed it, crushed him. And then they were like, oh no. And then he got like caught up and he was just, I don't know, in the confusion. And the thing went off and fucking blew these guys up. This game's fucking wild. And then what happens is when this shoots, it bursts through this wood and hits this. And then that ends up like fucking these guys up or something. I think it like cuts this one loose and then... No, not him. No, not him. Maybe, gets cut loose and then somebody gets crushed like right here. But did that guy get blown up by the cannon or crushed and ripped out by the beast? So he didn't get ripped out because this cannon is here. The next scene is literally this cannon going off and completely obliterating these guys, right? So I think it's safe to assume that like within like the second after this happens, this guy's probably still alive. He might be crushed. I don't think it's like that bad. Like I don't think that's what killed him. Pretty sure it's the blast that killed him. I feel pretty... The tentacle does have him. But again, this thing's like going off like almost immediately after this. Like this guy's still very much alive. Look at him. He's screaming out in pain. He's still grabbing shit. Like he's still alive. Now he might have been... if it didn't go off, he probably would have died from like being crushed, like you know, internal bleeding and all that shit. But I don't think... I think he got blown the fuck up. Is there anything else we can find out here? This guy's good. Still don't know who this guy shows up everywhere. This guy we have confirmed. Okay. Oh, hold on. We can fix this guy too. He was also blasted by the same cannon. We don't know who this guy is though. I remember playing the first couple CSI games. Took so long to complete. Oh, really? Those point and click adventure or FMV games. I really want to get into point and click games. I have some installed I kind of want to play, but it's a big ask. Maybe one day. I have some cool ones too that I really want to play. But yeah, the CSI games seem cool. Like that'd be kind of like this. Like a good CSI game would be like this. It'd be just like one big murder scene right? And you'd have to just kind of deduce stuff. Okay. We've been putting it off for way too long. Who is this guy? The crew. This, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Captain Stewart. All right, this guy. Yes. Let's look at him. Let's bookmark all his memories. We don't know how he died at all. So let's start from the beginning. Here's where he starts. So right here, oh, Robo 1, okay. Okay. What time is it? Ooh, okay. It's just about to be break time. I gotta pee, so we're gonna... Let's see, hold on. What was it? No, it wasn't this one. That guy was the guy that got blown up. Wait, hold on. Oh, yeah, right here. Is it this one? Okay. Could go old school point and click Monkey Island. Yeah, so...
Ahoy! Ahoy! Wait! Don't shoot! I have treasure! I yield! Hold your fire!
Ooh. So this is, I think, the fourth mate? Or the second mate. He kidnapped a bunch of people and started rowing away, and out in the waters they ran into mermaids that fucking slaughtered almost all of them. And he found some treasure, and then he came back, and this guy who, so he kidnapped these two people, and they both died. So when he saw him coming back, he shot him. Who's that? Is that the guy we're looking for? Fourth mate, John Davies. He ends up trying to do bad stuff too. Huh. I wonder, our boy must be up here. The guy that we're bookmarked. Where is he? Him right there. Captain Stewart. That must be him right there. Okay, so that's why he shows up in this memory. Alright. But yeah, old school point and click. So I do want to play Monkey Island at some point. I remember playing it. It came out on the Xbox 360 as part of like their Xbox arcade stuff. And I ended up buying it when it came out, and I played like the beginning of it. But at the time I didn't know what I was getting into, so I never finished it. So I would like to actually play those games because those are supposed to be really good. But I have as far as point and click adventure games that I have a bunch, but like the ones that I have like installed and ready to go. Blade Runner, which seems very fucking cool. Discworld 1, 2, and Nor. So those games I want to really check out. Those are kind of like the ones that I have on docket right now. Hey, Mackie. Little buddy. Alright, my doggy wants to go out. I'm going to take a quick break. Couple of minutes, nothing long. And we'll continue. So I'll be right back. And, yeah.